Let's spend a few minutes with Tim as he gives you a quick overview of the most effective way to raise kids that grow up to love God, love you, and love others. Follow along in your workbook as he puts some form and function to what we call grace-based parenting.
I want you to get ready to have a great time because, well, that's what I always like to have is a great time. My parents thought I was a party waiting to take place, and I'm trying to live out their expectations of me. And we should have a great time when we're together like this because we're going to get to look at some great things about family, and then we're going to get to spend some time talking about them with each other, which is where this stuff really becomes your own. And we're going to talk about an issue that all of us, well, it's close to all of our hearts. It's our kids, our grandkids, how they grow up and how they turn out. But you know, when you bring those kids home from the hospital or from the adoption agency and you have all these great, exciting plans for them, and then you realize they have a mind of their own. They have a strong will. They don't listen very well. They drive you nuts. You want to start buying, you know, NyQuil at Costco and feel like a cold. You just want to, what am I going to do? Well, it's because no one gave us a job description for being a parent. They really didn't give us a job description for being a grandparent. And so when you listen to all the voices out there, well, you think, well, okay, my job is to make sure that they're dressed well and they live in a nice place, and maybe we can have a club or two that they belong to, and they have some good friends, and they go to a good school, get a great education, play some great sports, be on a winning team, go to a decent school, get a great job, make a lot of money. We've done a great job. That's our job. That isn't even remotely close to our job. In fact, because we focus so much on that, we miss the whole big point of what our job is as parents. And I'm going to talk to you about a plan for parenting that automatically brings the best out of everybody involved, including yourself. It sets you free. Because God did leave behind a job description for parents who want to raise great kids. And I'm going to use the term great kids a lot because there's a difference between a great kid and a successful kid, as you will see. Let me tell you some of the benefits that are going to be coming up by learning how to make grace your life. Grace-based parenting and that climate that it creates, that work it does in a kid's life, does a lot of things for kids. For one thing, it brings the best out of everyone involved. It curbs sibling rivalries. Oh, they'll still get after each other once in a while. But see, grace takes toxic competition out of life. Doesn't mean they can't compete when it's time to keep score and all this. That's all well and good. But all that other stuff, that meism, that territorialism, that stuff dissipates. It empowers kids to focus in school. It inclines children toward better friendships. It guides kids when they have to deal with difficult people. It gives kids a greater respect for leadership in their life, especially yours. It helps kids respond positively to discipline and correction. They automatically are more inclined to take it because they know they're being disciplined and corrected by a parent who's fair. And so when they're fair, they realize, okay, something good is happening for me. I may not like this, but it's good. And we'll talk about that more. It sets children up to be a greater asset to their future. Here's another one. It's very important. It leans children towards choosing a gracious spouse. See, by creating a grace-based home, you're setting your kids up to have a much better marriage, to have a lot more exciting grandkids. And trust me, that's a great thing you want to do. You want to have your kids having great, wonderful grandkids. And it helps kids avoid extremes. And we'll learn about that one in one of our sessions coming up. And it naturally God draws children to the heart of God. Probably the most important thing is it draws them to the heart of God.